right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. So Cleveland will get first possession. Ooh, poked away. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Lillard. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Look at the big man run. Allen out hustling everybody on the break, and you need to reward your big man in those moments.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Strus with the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Kuzma. There's the three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And it's Garland on the drive. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And here's Lillard. To halt the run. Mobley grabs the board. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
On the wing, Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First personal foul. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Garland. He's got 5. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by Lopez.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Lillard right side. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Lopez can't hit.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Garland with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Back to Garland. Pass to Mobley. And here's Garland. Defended by Lillard. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Good D by Mobley.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And here's Strus outside. Up and in on the layup.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about how his team is prepared to defend against Darius Garland, and coach said we need to communicate and stay on our toes defensively, whether it's scoring or passing the ball. Garland is a creative player who knows how to manipulate opposing defenses. We should be able to hear his defense talking tonight, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Lillard gets it to go.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Outside Mitchell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Mitchell. He's scoreless. Pass to Allen. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Bucks trail by 9. It's stolen by Garland. Inside. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got 6 points.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Portis gets the bucket.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Pass to Okoro. Out to the wing. Mitchell up top. Up and over Porter. Shot clock at 6. Oh, sweet move. Milwaukee with the rebound. Trent for 3. Got it off in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Now here's Trent. Still without a bucket. Pass to Porter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Antetokounmpo with it. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
The Bucks trail by 7. And here's Green from the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Hunter up top. To the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. The Bucks trail. Trent on the wing. From behind the arc. Mobley grabs the board. To the right side. Garland with the ball. Now Porter defending. Mobley down low. Good on the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
It's stolen by Garland. Fast break, Cleveland. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Mitchell with the ball. No made baskets yet. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
One thing you can count on with Mitchell, he will just keep attacking.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Bucks trail by 7. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Six on the shot clock. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Substitution for your Bucks. Kyle Kuzma.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Garland. He's got 5. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Garland. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Kuzma. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Cavaliers substitution. Number 31.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard outside. Back to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11. Mobley outside. On the wing, Mitchell.
He's had that move saved up for a minute. You can tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And both free throws good for Lillard.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And so it's Cleveland closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. The Bucks trail by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Prince. Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. And so it's Milwaukee with it, trailing by 5. And here's Garland. He's got 5. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. Garland feeling it out a bit. Back to Mobley. Pass to Strus. Now Garland. Shot clock at 5. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They recover it. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Second chance shot. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
And Mitchell with the slam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Lopez. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Now Lillard. Trent right side. Antetokounmpo outside. Lillard left side. Let's go with a 3. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in. And now it's just a 2-point Cavalier lead. RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Prince. The rebound by Allen.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
Here's Lillard. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Cleveland leading by 6. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And here's Milwaukee now. Pass to Trent. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Hunter. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Garland. Nails the baby hook. Garland's got 9.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize, but I love his aggressiveness.
Lillard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple. He's got 7. Here's Garland. He's got 9. And here's Hunter from the arc. The shot off that time. Trent from long range. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Cavaliers.
32.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Jerome. From deep, Strus. Milwaukee with the rebound. Porter with it. Antetokounmpo outside. Now here's Trent to take the lead. Knocks down the long J. And the Bucks lead by 1.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Allen on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Up and over Porter. Mitchell's shot is good.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Antetokounmpo. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, I love the energy on the offensive glass. Porter Jr., just fantastic watching him make plays like this.
From deep, Mitchell. 3-ball, Donovan Mitchell.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
3-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Down low. Giannis throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Jerome. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Jerome. Back to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. He's off on the layup. Here's Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Prince. Portis outside. Jacks up a three. Nails it from 3. And the Bucks lead by 3.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Garland on the drive. They grab their own miss. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. The Bucks leading by 3. Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Lopez. Lillard with the ball. Back to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Oh, give Lopez props for staying ready. I mean, he reads these important situations so well and knows exactly what to do. And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
The 3, here's Lillard. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 7 points here in the quarter.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Pass to Kuzma. To the wing, right side. Lopez with it. Allen defending. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
From deep, Mitchell. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Prince. The 3. And he can't get that one. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Inside. Antetokounmpo. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. It's off. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
9 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. Good! And tie game! Huge basket right there. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Here's Mitchell from deep. Mobley. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Time expired. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. And here's Lillard to the paint. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Outside Garland. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Lopez. Here's Brent. Over to the left wing. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Allen.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And here's Milwaukee now. Antetokounmpo for 3. Another miss by Antetokounmpo. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
To take the lead. And Mobley with the lay-in. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And the shot goes down.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Prince. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Prince has got himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Mitchell. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game. Pure from 3-point range. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid.
To the inside. Antetokounmpo. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 10-1 run. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
On the wing, Kuzma from deep. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Strus's shot is off, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Cleveland calls timeout. 16 seconds left in OT. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Drains the triple. And so it's Milwaukee who scrape by with the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.